Right, welcome back. Work continues on the Batboat. As you can see, I've now glued the upper and lower halves of the hull together. But first things first, going back to the plans, on the previous update I'd glued the cockpit in and the inserts. After all that was dry, I had to glue the rear transom exhaust area in. And as you can see, you glue that into the top half of the hull. So I glued all that in, as you can see, and let that dry for 24 hours. Turning the plans round on the wall, then it tells you just to plop the upper half and the lower half together. So that's what I did. So I just plopped it on and then just lined up all the edges perfect, and then just used a couple of strips of tape to hold all that together. While that was drying, I glued the bow cap on. There's a pin hole and a pin just underneath there, so you line that up. And then this upper lip here, you just glue that onto the lower lip of the spine, wrapped a bit of tape around that, and let that dry for 24 hours. I took all the tape off 24 hours later, and I noticed on the transom section underneath there was a gap issue. So what I did is I've filled all that in, let it dry, sanded all that down, as you can see, and then basically just sanding all the seam down, and a bit of gap issue there on that angled section there, but nothing too major. I filled down and sanded it. So I just did all the seam work around the bow cap and all down the other side, and as you can see, it's not looking too bad. So now all that seam work's done, I can re-primer this now. Stay with me. Right, welcome back. I can happily say that the Batman Forever Batboat is all finished. I'm really well chuffed with the results. So here's the final reveal. Right, turning the camera around, there it is in all its glory. Basically, when I left you, I just about to prime it. I've just primed the hull. So I took all the masking tape off because I masked off the cockpit area and the ribs. Re-primed where I'd sanded and filled in, and all the seams. I then took the tape off and then just went with my Revell 36108 black. Just went to town on it, underneath first, and then I sealed it. And then I painted all the top, round the ribs, just a bit up to where the wing goes. Let all that dry with a few touch-ups here and there. I then glued the wing in, and the windscreen, as per the plans, as it says there. Tape that down on the wing there, and in between that gap, the curvature. Let it dry for 24 hours, let that dry for 24 hours. And then took the tape off. Once the windscreen had dried, I then put my little Robin figure in there. You can see he's in there now. Basically what I did, the steering wheel, I didn't glue that in right away. I just rested it in his hands. And what I had to do is the actual steering arm wouldn't meet the steering wheel. It was probably about 5mm short. So I just cut a bit off the tree sprue and then just glued that in, and then just put the steering wheel in Robin's hands, and then just drop Robin in, put a bit of glue on his back, and then the steering wheel, I just pushed it into place onto the end of the steering rod, and then glued that and just let that dry. And as you can see, Robin is there. He's all in now, and it looks a hell of a lot better with a Robin figure in there. Once Robin was dried, then I painted the wing in the black. Had a few touch-ups here and there to do, and on the other side as well, as you can see. And then once that dried, I just went with my Humbrol satin coat, and then just went to town on the top and the wing, just like I said, just sealing it. And then last but not least, I put the exhaust in as well. Basically what I did is I painted inside, then I sealed it, and then I just painted the exhaust in the silver. And on the inside of the exhaust, the little plate for the turbine, I just painted that in silver as well. Just glued that in, let that 24 hours to dry. And the Batboat's all finished. Not bad at all. So just turning it round for one last look at it. I forgot about the stand. I didn't do anything with the stand pretty much. I didn't bother painting it or anything. I just put the Batman Forever logo with the Riddler question mark decal on. Just let it rest over, micro set it, micro soled it, and then just sealed it again with the satin coat. And the Batboat, you can see that underneath as well. And then the Batboat just rests on there like that. Just rests on there, no, just like that. So, like I said, I'm really well chuffed with these results. Not bad at all. Didn't take long, to be honest, because like I said, there weren't that many bits. And like I said, very quick progress indeed. So there it is. As usual, I'll put some stills on at the end of this video, and hopefully I haven't bored you too much. And see you fairly soon with the next build. Thank you very much for watching.